In this video, we are going to study about the topic tautomerism. So first, we will study some important points on tautomerism. Next, we will see the difference between functional isomerism and tautomerism. Then we will see the types of compounds that shows tautomerism. Then some tricks to identify tautomers, and at last we will see some examples. Okay, so let's get started. So here are some important points on tautomerism. First point, here I have written the other names of tautomerism, that is desmotropism and dynamic isomerism. Now desmotropism means bond turning. Okay, see here in this example, the bond, that is the double bond, was first between carbon and oxygen. Okay, now this bond has come between carbon and carbon. Okay, so here the bond has turned from here to here. Okay, the bond has turned like this. Okay, it has came here. Okay, so here the bond has turned, so it is also known as desmotropism. Now here pi bond and hydrogen atom are changing their position. See here, this is a pi bond. We know in double bond, one is sigma bond and the other one is the pi bond. So here the pi bond is changing its position. It is coming from here to here, and a hydrogen atom is also changing its position. Here there are 3 hydrogen atoms and here there are 2 hydrogen atoms. That means here if we mark the hydrogen atom as 1, 2, 3, the third hydrogen atom has changed its position and it has made a bond with oxygen. See here. Okay, here there was no hydrogen and here hydrogen is there. Okay, it has come from here to here. Okay, so here pi bond and hydrogen bond are changing their position. Okay, pi bond and hydrogen atom are changing their position. Now you can see. Yes, so this is the second point, and for this reason tautomers exist in dynamic equilibrium. Okay, these are constantly moving, that is changing their position, and therefore tautomers exist in dynamic equilibrium, and tautomers are interconvertible. Okay, here R is this, so tautomers are interconvertible. See here I have given this sign. This means they are interconvertible. It can change from this to this or from this to this, so they are interconvertible. Remember these points in tautomerism. Okay, now we will read the overall definition of tautomerism. That is, tautomerism is a phenomenon in which same compound tends to exist in interconvertible forms due to migration of hydrogen between 2 atoms of a molecule. So earlier whatever example we have seen, that only we will take and see. Here this was the example. It is a phenomenon in which same compound tends to exist in interconvertible forms. Okay, see here, this and this compound both are same, so they are existing in interconvertible forms, and here due to the migration of hydrogen between 2 atoms of a molecule. So here the migration of hydrogen is taking place, that is this hydrogen is coming here and it is making a bond with oxygen. Okay, so we have understood the definition. Now we will move to the next points. Now students gets confused between functional isomerism and tautomerism. So we will see the difference between these two, that is functional isomerism and tautomerism, so that we do not get confused anymore. Okay, so see here, this is functional isomerism and it is tautomerism. Here I have made a compound that has a keto group, and this is an aldehydic compound. Okay, so see these two structures carefully. We will see that these are not interconvertible. Okay, so in case of functional isomers, the compounds, that is the isomers, will not be interconvertible. They cannot be converted into one another. Okay, now in the tautomerism part, we will see that the hydrogen has come from carbon to the oxygen. Okay, so the hydrogen is shifting from carbon to oxygen, and carbon has gained a plus charge due to this reason. Okay, and whatever double bond was there between carbon and oxygen, it is shifting here. Okay, so that the plus charge of carbon is neutralized. Okay, so we can say that these two structures are interconvertible. Okay, now we will study the types of compounds. See here, which compounds show tautomerism. Okay, so these compounds will show tautomerism. There are 5 points here. Okay, 5 compounds. Okay, compounds having aldehyde group, ketone group, nitro group, cyano group, and imine group. First we will see the example of aldehyde group. So see here, we can see that this is an aldehydic group. Okay, here the double bond of oxygen is getting shifted in between these two carbon. Okay, it is showing tautomerism. Okay, see here, the hydrogen is shifting from this carbon to this oxygen. Okay, now the next example is for ketone. See here, ketone group. So this is the example of ketone group. This is a ketonic group. Okay, and here 2 alkyl groups are there. Here there are 3 hydrogen on carbon. Now one of the hydrogen is shifting to oxygen. Okay, so here 2 hydrogens are left over. Okay, 2 hydrogens are over here, and the double bond is shifting from here to here. Okay, here is the double bond. Okay, so this was the example of ketone group. Here tautomerism is taking place. We can see that, and these two structures are interconvertible. Now we will see the example of nitro group. See here. So this is a nitro compound. This is a nitro compound, NO2, we know, nitro compound. And here the double bond is present between nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, this double bond is shifting from here to here. Okay, here 2 hydrogens were there, and here only 1 hydrogen is there, because in this case the hydrogen that was present here is shifting to oxygen. Okay, now it is making bond with oxygen to form OH. Okay, now next we will study the example of cyano group. See here, this is cyanide. This is the cyanide group CN. It is changing to this. See here, hydrogen was present with carbon, and here hydrogen is present with nitrogen. Okay, the hydrogen is coming from carbon to nitrogen. Okay, here tautomerism is taking place. Okay, and the last example is of CH3 CHNH. What is it? It is imine. Last, 5th one, imine group. Okay, this is imine group. This is imine group. When we will say that it is an imine group, when the double bond is present between CH and NH. Okay, when a double bond is present between carbon and nitrogen, which is bonded with hydrogen. Okay, so then we will call it imine group. See here, the double bond was present between carbon and nitrogen, and now it has shifted here. Okay, at first in this carbon there were 3 hydrogen. Now there are 2 hydrogen. Okay, there are 2 hydrogen. because the hydrogen has shifted from here to here. Okay. Now types of tautomerism. Okay, there are two types of tautomerism. First one is the dyad system and the second one is the triad system. In dyad system, hydrogen can shift from 1 to 2 or from 2 to 1. Okay, and in triad system, hydrogen can shift from 1 to 3 or from 3 to 1. Okay, if we will see the examples, we can understand what is 1 and 2 or what is 1 and 3. Okay, so let's see the examples. First, we will see the example for dyad system. See here, this is the example of dyad system. Here, we have taken the example of cyano and cyanide, isocyanide, which is changing to isocyanide. Okay, here 1 and 2 we have marked. Okay, this one is 1 and this one is 2, and here also this one is 1 and this one is 2. See here, the hydrogen is going from 1 to 2. Okay, when we start from this side, the hydrogen is going from 1 to 2. Okay, if we start from this side, the hydrogen will go from 1 to 2. 2 to 1. Okay, the hydrogen will go from 2 to 1. Okay, this is hydrogen cyanide and this is isocyanide. Now note this point. Note here, the above two structures are tautomers as well as functional isomers. But in case of this one where alkyl group is there, see here the difference between these two. Here hydrogen was there and here alkyl group is there. Okay, so in case of alkyl group, there will be only functional isomers. But when hydrogen is there, we can call it functional isomers or tautomers. Okay, we will get both tautomers and functional isomers. That means when hydrogen will be there, they will show functional isomerism as well as tautomerism. But when alkyl group will be there in place of hydrogen, then only functional isomerism will be shown by them. Okay, so this was the example for dyad system. Now the example for triad system. Before showing the example of triad system, what is 1, 2, 3, I will show you. See here, 1, 2, 3. Here x is 1, y is 2 and z is 3. X is equal to a atom that should have hydrogen. Okay, x could be anything but it cannot be hydrogen. See here, I have written here that x naught is equal to hydrogen. Okay, x not equal to hydrogen. So for y we can put any atom. Okay, and Z can be carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, anything. Okay, so here we will mark the first one as 1, then 2 and 3. That means whenever we will see double bond, we will put 2 and 3. Okay, now we will see the examples of this. So in the first example, we can see that here 1, 2, 3 I have marked. Okay, and the double bond is present between 2 and 3. I told you that double bond will always be present between 2 and 3. So here I have shown you the example 1, 2, 3. 1 will be an atom that should have hydrogen, but 1 cannot be hydrogen itself. Okay, it is having hydrogen, 3 hydrogen, and 2 can be any compound, and 3 I have told you that it should be carbon, oxygen, nitrogen or sulfur. Okay, here I have put oxygen. Okay, so in this way it is the triad system. It will follow tautomerism in this way. Okay, the double bond will shift here and hydrogen will shift from this carbon 1 to 3. So here if we will see this example, then hydrogen is shifting from 1 to 3 if we start from this side, and in this case if we start from this side, hydrogen is shifting from 3 to 1. Okay, and in the second example also same. Here 1, 2, 3. Okay, here hydrogen is shifting from 1 to 3. See here, in 1 earlier there were 2 hydrogen, and in the next structure there is only 1 hydrogen. Okay, because one of the hydrogen has went there. Okay, so here if we start from this side, then the hydrogen is shifting from 1 to 3, and if we start from this side, the hydrogen is shifting from 3 to 1. Okay, so this was the example of the triad system. Now the second method, compounds having active hydrogen. here we need to learn another thing, that is the difference between active hydrogen and acidic hydrogen, just to recognize the active hydrogen. In tautomerism, we require this active hydrogen only. We do not require this acidic hydrogen. But to recognize, we need to know the difference between these two. Okay, the first point in active hydrogen is when hydrogen is attached to F, that means fluorine, oxygen or nitrogen, we can call it active hydrogen, and or acidic hydrogen, because this point is same. Okay, this is a similarity between these two. We can call it active hydrogen, acidic hydrogen. Okay, both active hydrogen and acidic hydrogen can be attached to fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, but after removing this hydrogen, if conjugation exists still functional group, then we will call absolutely active hydrogen. We will call this hydrogen absolutely as active hydrogen. Okay, so for this reason, for this first point, we have written a statement that all acidic hydrogen are active hydrogen, and but all active hydrogen are not acidic hydrogen. Okay, now we will understand this by solving few examples. Okay, so first question, first we will remove this hydrogen. Okay, if we remove this hydrogen, here minus sign will come and there is a conjugation. See, double bond, negative charge, double bond, there is a conjugation. Now how many pi electrons are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 pi electrons. Okay, so 4n plus 2 is equal to 6. If we put here 6, then n has to be a whole number. Okay, n has to be a whole number. So check whether it is a whole number or not. N is equal to 6 minus 2 by 4, that is 4 by 4, it is 1. Okay, so it is a whole number, that means it is following the rule of aromaticity, that means it is an aromatic compound. So yeah, it will show tautomerism. Now see question number 2. Okay, in question number 2, I have made a mistake here, minus sign is not there. Okay, minus sign is not there. So after removing hydrogen, how it will become? It will become like this. Okay, so here conjugation is there. How many pi electrons are there? 1 2 3 4. 4 pi electrons. Now 4n plus 2 is equal to 4. N should be a whole number, but here is n a whole number? Half. Okay, the answer is coming half. So n is not a whole number, so here it will not show tautomerism. Okay, because it is not aromatic, it is not following the rule of aromaticity. So this was all for today, and if you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to this channel, and please comment down below and suggest me what videos I should put in the next session. Okay, and thanks for watching. Thank you.